All right, Aries. It's Aries season. We're going to do a Aries reading. Let's see what is up for us for this. I'm going to say the next 6 weeks. Let's also do see if I can get an overview of the next year. Damn. So just so you guys know, I'm an Aries. So I'm thinking about this and like trying to apply it to myself, but also try to figure out as a collective what it means for all of us. So I cannot be so dogmatic about the framework that we're talking about here, but let's begin by saying that many of us right now, we are not moving passionately forward. We are not moving in a forward direction. I sense burnt out and not having any love to give at this time. This is where we are. We're not moving forward. We're kind of like stopped. We have this passion within us, but for whatever reason, we're not given that love. We're holding back this love that we have. And I think it's because, again, I feel this burnt out energy, Ace of Wands in reverse, being burnt out, being tired. And what are we being tired of? We're being tired of that person that nurtures, that gives out of the abundance of our heart in a way that is very similar to the way that a mother nurtures its baby. I think about myself when I was a kid. My first memories in life are hearing my mom hollering at me from the other room, and I'd come into a dark room and she'd be laying there. She'd been there, 2 days sick with migraines, throwing up, and I would change her vomit bucket out. And my first experiences in life was actually taking care of somebody. I mean, I remember climbing up on a chair and getting up in the freezer and getting ice cubes to change my mom's ice pack out. And you get into other situations where you're trying to show love and some people don't appreciate it. We'll talk about that in a minute because I see it in here. But the challenge is, I feel, is for many of us, we have given, we have been a mother, and we nurture things, we try to make things better, we try to care, but for whatever reason, there's something about being burnt out. Don't know exactly what it means, but maybe it has to do with what's going on in our subconscious. There could be fear of a tower and fear of some type of disappointment, something that would be destructive in our lives. And with that King of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like, again, it's that energy of I don't want to do it. There's something about we don't want to go forward with something. And this is crazy because we're motherfucking Aries. We are forward momentum. One of our primary attributes is that we are always moving forward. And I'm feeling in this reading that Aries is not wanting to move forward. This is strange. What is it that we don't want to move forward with? And why don't we want to move forward with it? Well, maybe it's because in our hopes and fears, we're afraid that if we go down this road, we're going to get our fucking asses killed. We're going to get our heart broken. Something is going to end if we try something. Or we are afraid, because this is in our hopes and fears, this is an extension of your subconscious, Aries. I sense that if we take this one road right here, let's see, it's right here. No, it's right here. Seven of Cups in reverse to me is one option, not multiple options and choices. It's one. If we take this one road, this one direction, we are afraid that it could end up taking our asses right out. You see what that looks like? Does that look good to you? Doesn't look very good to me. In the recent past, we felt unappreciated. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. And we knew that we weren't being appreciated, I think, because our higher self was letting us know or telling us that somebody wasn't appreciated, or somebody does not appreciate what you have done. Maybe they think that it wasn't enough. Who knows? This could be work. This could be somebody at work that we are struggling with. But whatever it is, it could be family, it could be friends, it could be lovers. Whatever this case is, we did not feel appreciated by them. And we knew something internally was telling us, don't know what that's about, but that's what's going on in the recent past. And as a result of that, I think we went forward with something. And we did manifest things, and we are manifesting, making things happen and so forth, and we are charging in towards some things, but I don't think we're not charging forward to something. There's something here that we are not going forward with. And I feel it has to do, again, with this challenge of this uninspired energy and this nurturing motherly love energy. Maybe you guys are similar to myself. I'm trying to think of different Aries that I know. I've got a lot of Aries in my family. I mean, my mom was an Aries. My dad is an Aries. One of my first cousins is an Aries. I got about 5 or 6 friends that are all Aries. And some of it is I think that we tried so hard because we're motherfucking Aries and we're so daring and everything, and we'll go out of our way to do something, and then when somebody doesn't appreciate it, it kills us. It destroys the flame that is within, and it could be affecting a relationship that you're in. Maybe you don't feel like you are able to give it what it needs, what that person deserves, and so you're like, okay, I'm in a bad position here because, I feel like something in you, there's this, I feel like there's this love in you right here. You have a tendency of caring for people, and I want to talk about it because there's something about heartbreak. Now, for some of you, the heartbreak has to do with your mother. There is a broken problem that happened in your life with your mother, and because of that, you never want to give all of yourself. Whether it's in my case, I cared for my mother, but when my mother was not sick, she didn't give a shit about me, you know, and like, I didn't get any hugs. I didn't get any birthdays. I grew up in a real rough time period, and, you know, but some people, you know, I'm going to be 55 next week. I am just now figuring out in my life that things like this have affected the way I have treated women, the way I've treated family, that, you know, I've never known how to communicate. And it could be something like that. I'm just using myself as an example. It could be that there was a loving person, or there is a loving person. Give you another option here of how this could be read. What lies before you is there is another person that there's this love, but associated with this person is heartbreak and betrayal. Either they did it in the past, or they will continue to do it if you continue down this road. Just giving you another option, okay? In our advice, Spirit says, wait for a return on an investment that you've already made, and quit carrying all these burdens, Aries. It's not up to you to fix the damn world. I know how you are, because many of, you know, people think Aries are nothing but motherfucking dickheads and assholes and pricks and narcissists, you know, and angry individuals, you know, because of all this fire that's in us. But the honest truth of it is that we also love extremely hard. And I mean, when I say we love hard, you know what I'm talking about, Aries. We love to the point of our own destruction. And we will not see things when we are in love. Our love blinds us. And we will dive in head first into something where we end up getting our asses handed to us a lot of times, right? Spirit says, you need to wait on an investment that you've already made. You've already given your love. Let that love return to you. And quit thinking that you have to save the world, because you can't. I know I feel like a lot of times I'm like, God, why can't I win the lottery? I would do so much good with that money. I would get people off homelessness. I'd go start, you know, making places for people to go to work. You know, I mean, I got all these ideas, right? Got all these ideas. And sometimes I feel like it's not fair. I only want to do good. I only want to help people. That's what I would do with money. But then I see other people with money and they could give two shits less. It's like when I was a pizza delivery guy. You go to the rich part of town, they don't even fucking tip you. But you go to a mechanic's house at the trailer court and he gives you the best tip that you'll get for the whole night. Might be $10. The guys that work, the working class, they're the ones that tend to be, I don't want to say totally giving, but they're less likely to be selfish. But I feel like it's time for Aries to sit back and say, hey man, I've given and I've given and I've given, and it's my turn to get something in return. So that's just what I'm feeling. Let me see if I can get another interpretation. Well, Seven of Pentacles to me is waiting on in return. I mean, that's it. But the Ten of Wands in reverse, some people say that instead of letting something finish and resolve, you're holding on to it and you're carrying this weight unnecessarily. So there's that. Okay, now, external influences. This is outside of yourself, Aries. There is some new love. There is a new opportunity for love that somebody has, but they don't know how to make that work. You see what I'm saying? They don't know how to make it work. This is external to you. I don't know what it means, but somebody does not know how to make a new opportunity for love. Overall projected outcome, Aries. If we don't take this advice, dropping burdens and waiting on that in return, being patient and waiting instead of trying to take action towards it. Because I feel like that's what we're doing. We're saying, no, I'm not taking any action. Spirit says, you're doing the right thing. You're getting the nod that that is what you were supposed to do. You were supposed to not move forward at this point. But Spirit says if you don't heed the advice, your overall projected outcome is that you will be walking away from things that do not suit you because they will not make you happy. How many of you know that all the riches in the world won't make you happy? Getting all these cups won't make you happy. And Ten of Pentacles in reverse, you're walking away not only from that, but really more than happiness. It's really talking about walking away from possibly a legacy. Maybe you had a situation where there was going to be like a plan for what happens after you pass, and things that were going to happen with, you know, your estate, with your finances and everything. And some of you, I feel, may be walking away from that. You could be leaving a 401k. You could be leaving something financially. I have to bring it up. There are some decisions that you are going to have to make during Aries season. And these decisions will determine whether or not you end up bankrupt or not. Because, see, Ten of Pentacles in reverse can speak to bankruptcy and so forth. So let's do this. I don't want to leave it like that. Let's get some clarification on that. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. That it's a destitute energy. Speaks to financial destitution. It speaks to legacy and dynasties, whether a dynasty would continue. It can speak to, like I say, bankruptcy, loss of money, and so forth. Okay, there was one that flipped. We got to take it. It has to do with not seeing something. What is it that we're not seeing, Spirit? What is it that we need to see? If we're not seeing it, what is it that we need to see? We're not seeing that there's something being impregnated, something that's being birthed. And we're not seeing this thing that's being birthed because there's no communication. Eight of Wands in reverse. So what I feel Spirit's saying is that just because you don't see any communication, just because there's no information coming in, what you can't see is that there is something being born. Now get this. Empress is a mother. Now we already had a mother over here. Okay? But this mother is pregnant. You see that? Let's see. Can you see that? That she's pregnant. And she's got a gift up here. Looks like a big old diamond or something, right? But what it represents is a gift. So some of you are pregnant. I'm not going to believe that out. Some of you are going to get pregnant this year, Aries women. But for most of us, this has to do with, because we don't have this communication that obviously we want. Just because it's not coming in doesn't mean that there's not something happening, and we can't see that. That's all it's saying. So I just wanted to bring that thing up to you because I had it resonated with me 2 times. This idea of that there's going to be decisions coming up in Aries season. This remainder of Aries season, which is what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks maybe. No, I guess it'd be 2 weeks. But in Aries season, whatever decisions that we make, we better think, and we better investigate, and we better lay it out side by side. Yes, this is why I want to do it. No, this is why I do not want to do it. Because something about it, Spirit says, if you don't quit worrying about things, and if you don't wait for that return, I don't know what it means, but I get the sense that we're going to be sorry and we're going to be walking away. So I feel like this reading is saying, for once in Aries' life, you're not charging ahead like you usually do. Because normally, we would have already jumped. Right? That's what Aries does. Motherfucking charge into shit. And we're not doing it in this case. And I don't know why. I sense that I know why. Because we're afraid that if we go down that road, we're going to get hurt. We're going to get killed. Aries, I hope and pray that the Spirit of God will give you peace and understanding. If you found yourself getting resonated with this message, hit that like and subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you could be alerted when I upload new videos. And with that, we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.